Boom, boom, boom. Hey, how's it going? Hey, y'all.
Hello.
Welcome to
Okay.
Soulful. Welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Toya.
My name's Nakia.
And I'm Janet. How are you today?
Yes, and today you guys are blessed with another segment of Girl
Girl.
Chat.
Yes, yes.
Yes, so we do
Girl
these
chat.
periodically throughout the year. And today we're going to focus on kind of what our first quarter has looked like because we're all business owners, we're virtual assistants, and we're going to focus on that. And then we have a sweet little topic that we decided to talk about today called internship. What? Internship.
I mean, we can
Ups
just
and
say
downs.
internship and we talk about the full gambit.
The whole gambit, okay? Because I want to talk about them internship woes. Y'all know that's what I wanted to call it, but internships are not all woes. So cool, cool, cool. All right. Well, again, thank you so much for joining us. Please engage. Please share the broadcast with those that this may help or who will be entertained by it. And our first segment of the day is what it always is. Sis, what you working on? Janet, what you got, girl?
Well, I am working on sorry, feel like something flew in my eye. Um Potential of two new two, that's Quinny. Well, yeah, one new client and
Yes.
doing a calling, doing some lead generation for a client that we worked with before that has come back because she's got some things in order. So, and then in addition to my other clients, just continuing to work and grow my business.
Beautiful. Nakia Down Whitaker Woody.
I've been working on content, making myself more visible in my business. I'm going to start doing some videos next month. So I've been prepping for that and working my full time.
Ooh, Nikki, can I do one video with you?
Sure.
Yeah, collaboration. We love collaborating.
Nakia, I'm participating starting Thursday. What is the first? I can't believe it's already
Thursday.
second quarter.
Thursday.
Jesus. I'm participating in a 21-day real challenge.
Oh,
Pray for me.
nice. You got
I'm going to
this.
pray for you, but I know you do well. You're good at
Good.
that stuff.
Oh, that's awesome. Keep us posted how that's going. That's super
Yes.
cool. Yeah,
Go
and
and like
so
the reel and help me.
yeah. So this morning was filled with client calls, creating proposals, sending invoices, and fixing websites. So it's been very eventful. Good day as well. Cool.
Mm. That website ain't fixed yet. Don't say that.
Well, it's propagating. We've done the things that need to be done for it to be fixed. So it's just propagating. That just is a process. I bet in the next 24 it's gonna be good to go. How about that?
Mm.
Yes. So Mama Dorch is in the building. How you doing, Mama? So good to see you. Thank you so much for
Latoya's
riding with
on
us.
project. Yeah, she's on a
Yeah.
project, Mama Dort.
Yeah, she's doing her thing. So uh, so we're holding it down till while she's doing her thing for sure. But it's so good to see you. What you got going on, Mama Dorch?
Hold on. Did it go? Oh, my apologies. I'm doing this as fast as I can.
No, no, good. And you're learning and you're doing a great job, sis. Me too. Need to pray. I'm trying to lose weight. Mama Doris, what you holler at your girl? I'm in the same boat. Let me tell you what I ate today. Almonds. That's it. I'm scared to eat anything bad. Yesterday I had salad and grilled chicken and two salads. But I'm determined this time to lose this weight. And I know Nakia and everybody said, well, you can't go on diets and stuff like that, but I am because I got a lot of weight to lose. So I'll worry about good habits and all that when I get there. But right now I'm just trying to drop some weight.
You don't necessarily have to go on. You do need to change your eating habits and your eating pattern. That's where you'll see the influx. And drink water. If you start
Definitely.
with that and then add into not necessarily diet. I don't really believe in diet, but if you add in exercise and all it will come. Trust me. But you've got to change
Your
your
habit.
eating habits. You've got to change that.
So
That's
I'm
like if you
there.
want a boyfriend, you've got to change the way you do relationships. You've got to change your eating
You
habits.
say if you want a boyfriend, it's three married women here. You saying if you want a
Like,
boyfriend.
that's what I said.
I
I'm
mean,
just I'm using
before we came on here, I said, Janet, are you gonna be good today?
You did you ask me that?
I did.
She did.
Thank you. You purposely ignored me.
Hey,
I
We've been
Melissa.
married, we've been married for
am.
some time. She gonna ask her, and she gonna say if you want to get a boyfriend. I'm straight up. I don't even know. Oh shoot! So good to see you, Mel. Thank you for being here. Please engage and join the conversation. Mama George, what she got, Janet? What's my Mama George got? She okay? Will the devil try and shut me down? My oxygen tank broke. Can you guys help me with ideas? Oh wow,
Oh.
Ideas on losing weight or ideas on fixing the tank?
good question.
I
Good
don't think we
question.
know how to fix tanks.
Oh, I don't know how to fix the tank.
Because Nakia might. There's not much Nakia can't do.
Oh no, you right. I'm sorry. I take that back. Okay.
She's talking about the weight. Okay. Get you an accountability partner. Someone
Yeah.
that's going to make sure that you stay on top of what you're doing. Make sure that you're eating right. Make sure you're exercising lightly. Those type of things. Find someone who you know who can just check in with you daily to make sure you stay on top of those things.
Yeah, I totally agree. That's a good idea. One thing I've been very consistent on is going to the gym at least 3 times a week, and that is because I have a gym partner. Now, I just see somebody to be, help me with the food thing, and I'll be all right
Mama George, another good thing you could do is write down what you eat.
doing that
That
too.
will be helpful because the more and more you start to see it, the more and more you be like, dang,
You
I
know,
ate
that
that
didn't work
same
for
way.
me. That didn't work for me. Me and Toya had a food log going. And I used to just be like, look at this health. We're trying to eat healthy and look at my food list.
Well, you know what? I forgot because this is new for me. I have a coach now that I meet on Thursdays, Mama Dorch. And my coach it was diabetic and he lost like 100 and something pounds. And he's a wise person. He just real good and helpful. And just knowing that I'm going to meet with him every Thursday, I've been diligent keeping my food journal because I told him that's one of the things I'm doing for accountability. I'm going to show him my journal. And I do not want to show that man that I done had a Snickers bar and a Baby Ruth and hot chocolate and milk chocolate. I don't want to show him that. So that accountability does help me. Maybe me and the kid didn't work well because we both was kind of, I don't know. But he done lost 100 something pounds and he's very focused individual. So it helps me to have that type of accountability partner when it comes to my weight loss journey. Yeah. But that's good, Mama George. If you want my coach's information, I definitely will give it to you. If you want to do a food thing journal with me, I'm here because I'm already doing it. I'm already doing it. Starting last week.
She can't afford the gym because she can't get there. I mean, she can't afford the gym and she can't get there. And she only has one income a month. So maybe she needs you and him.
Maybe so. And I understand those challenges, but the good thing is it really is our eating. I mean, we need to exercise, but I remember the first time I actually lost like 50 pounds. I didn't exercise at all. And I lost the weight just by changing the way I eat. But stuff can get flabby and all that, so you do need to do a couple.
So yeah, you could use YouTube. I remember Francis told me about some class where you're just walking in place for like an hour on YouTube.
Oh, what's her name? Suzanne.
Oh, the walking lady. I know you're talking about.
Yeah, that is good. She's good.
As we think about them, maybe we can put them in the comments after the show. Some of the
but that walking lady is good because she walk and she do other things at the same time.
Yeah. Yep. Cool. All right, so let's get into it. End of the quarter. First quarter. Nikki, can you explain what that means? Because everybody doesn't know what we're talking about as it relates to the end of the first quarter and what that means for us business owners.
I don't understand what you mean. We're speaking to business owners.
Everybody is not a business owner. Some are aspiring business owners. That they don't know, sometimes don't know anything as it relates to business terminology and what that would mean for us. But because before I was a business owner, I didn't, end of the month or whatever, end of the quarter, that it means something different to me as a business owner.
Okay.
And you're good at explaining these things, so that's why
I don't think I'm good at explaining these things, but I will give it a try.
Okay.
Every 3 months is considered a quarter. There are 4 quarters in a year, and most businesses have taxes that are due every quarter. They have reports that are due every quarter. They have expenditures that are due every quarter. So quarters mean a lot when you're a business owner. Most people set their goals by the quarter, which is what we did with our coaches and individually. So quarters mean a lot.
What did I tell you? The kid down with the Woody, y'all. Mm-hmm.
So my
So,
first quarter
yeah.
started off kind of slow in regards to having clients, but the momentum is building. Um, didn't necessarily reach my financial goals, but surpass what I even thought I was going to be able to do. So, and I'm still in the building stages, and I'm getting more and more confident as the days and months roll on. So I am looking forward to an exciting second quarter. Um, I can't wait till third quarter, and I'm seeing a difference daily in just the things that I'm doing and how I'm handling business. I'm also learning more about the business at the same time. So I've had a few little bumps and bruises, but you put on a band-aid, you rub them off, and you get back up and you try again.
Mhm.
Nice. I love that you said that you learned to be more confident in this time frame, because that makes a big deal. It makes a big deal. We can start businesses, and we can lose businesses, or we can lose money, all this kind of stuff. But if you've built confidence, you know how to always rebuild or build another one.
Yes.
So that's amazing. What about you, sis?
This quarter was slow for me, but I understood it was going to be slow because I'm just coming back from a surgery and having no clients and things like that. So I did start off slow, which is fine. You know, early bird not always gets the worm, so I'm cool with that. It's allowing me to grow more into my niche and the things that I want to get out of it. So my coaching is working as well. Um, I didn't meet my income goal, but that's fine as well because it was a new income goal, and I was scared of it anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
That's cool. Really quickly, wanted just to shout out again, Mama Deutsch. We thank you for being here. We really appreciate you being part of the Soulful Soldiers. The Soulful Soldiers. And we got Toya Williams in the house. What they do? What they do, sis? Toya Power. So good to see you. You got to let us know how your first quarter went. Please share that with us. Everybody here, a lot of you guys are business owners. Please share with us. We miss you, Toya. We love you. Even though you get on my nerves, I love you so much. Bye, Toya. All right, Brene. Yes, confidence and building. Yes, 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 yes. Tell us how your first quarter went, Brene. It's so good to see you. You know how I feel about you. I love you. Yes. Income goals. Yes, yes, yes. And Mama Dora says, I've been looking forward to seeing. Aw, well that's awesome. We look forward to seeing you too. We thank you for taking the time for being here with us.
mhm.
Sure. So my first quarter. As you know, this was the beginning of the first year that I've only been running a business and didn't have some type of job as well, and it's gone pretty good. I've been building and progressively getting better in my craft, of being and learning how to be a great live stream producer and virtual assistant. Last month, I actually made my income goal, which was a little bit, I had never made this much money before in just my business, that alone. And so that was truly a blessing. And so far this month, I have not made the same amount of money I did last month. But how about we still have another day? I got paid from one new client last night. I sent a proposal today. Actually, I had two proposals today, and I still have the ability to make my income goal to yeah, so I still have that ability, so that's pretty cool. And also that just I'm glad that we're tracking, and we have these goals, because it's like, okay, I did not make that the amount of money that I should, but guess what, there's a couple things that I can do where I can still will help me to still do that. So that's me. So it's been good. Hmm.
Oh, Latoya said her first quarter was a blast. Bing bang, bang
Yes.
bang, bang
Did you say
bang.
bang bang?
Mm.
Oh shoot, that's funny.
Brene said, income goals. Yeah. Yeah, Brene, we gonna hit them income goals.
That's right.
Yep.
Together.
Yeah. Brene said also talking about mindset shifts.
Yeah.
Now time for
Definitely took a mindset shift.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, Melissa's gonna tell us about her first quarter.
Thank you, Melissa. My
While
Q1
Q1
started
Go
slow,
ahead.
but it picked up in February. I have been focused on solidifying my cash flow. That's right. I didn't make my income goal, but I will next quarter. I also hired a coach. That is amazing. Yeah, I'm so glad that we hired a coach. We have a coach too that is so amazing. And shout out to Melissa. Um, she did something really good to today that she shared with us as it relates to Facebook ads and her client. And I don't know how to do Facebook ads, so I'm excited to learn from you, Melissa. And kudos for doing what you do. You help your client make some money. So that's fantastic. All right, Toy sharing with us too. What she got, Janet? I took on a new project with the state, which is why I'm not online with you gorgeous women, but I'm working in the background. Kudos to you, sis. I'm so glad that you get that contract, and thanks for coming and hanging
Yes.
out with us. Email marketing and Facebook ads, guys.
Yes.
If you need help with your
She
email
just said
marketing,
that Facebook
Yes, she
ads
did
was gonna
say.
be her thing too.
If you need help with email marketing and Facebook ads, I have been privy of my dear sister Melissa's work, and you shouldn't be struggling with either one of those things because she got you. We got you.
Mm-hmm.
Let's make sure that you pop in your website in here too.
Mm-hmm.
People can come to you because she is awesome. I love
She
her.
is.
Yeah.
She is great at everything she does.
She like you, Nakia.
I know, that's what I was thinking. She women in Melissa and Nakia, they the best. Oh shoot. Yes. Yes. Congrats, Toya.
Mm-hmm. Toya Williams is doing it big.
Yes. Yes, thank you guys for I love when y'all talk to us. This is the soldiers. We doing what we do. The soulful soldiers. That's SOULJAZ. Soldiers.
JAZ?
JAZ, that'll work?
I don't know, but all right, yeah.
Okay. Okay, great. All right.
I'm trying to get to your level, Melissa.
Right. That part. That part. So what we have up next? We're gonna go ahead and talk about the
Internships.
Oh, I got a new internship debacle. Does that work?
No, because
Okay.
all internships are bad.
Okay, but I just wanted to say something like exciting.
We had a debacle, but not everyone does.
Everybody does it. That's true.
Okay.
All right.
Because you remember my first internship was with Sister Circle.
Oh,
And it was not a debacle.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, it got a little hectic at the end.
It did.
But before then, it was great.
Oh shoot. So guys, we're talking about internships. We want to kind of go through some goods and some bads and maybe some things to look out for to make sure that you have a wonderful experience in your next internship.
Mm-hmm.
So let's hit it.
Okay.
Is it a good idea to take on an internship as a new business owner?
I do think so.
Well,
I do think so because nothing beats hands-on experience. Nothing beats hands-on experience. I do think that an internship should be paid, not as much as you would get paid, but you should be paid something because you are doing some kind of work.
So it should never, there should be some type of monetary exchange, is how you feel.
I feel it should be.
Okay.
I mean, it doesn't always have to be. If you're getting tons of value and you're not sweating your hair out, then no.
Okay.
But if you're sweating your hair out and you halfway getting what you think you need and you still got to go back and forth and ask other questions, yeah, I think you should be for your time.
Okay. Okay. I think that's interesting because I know all of us were part of an internship program at one point.
Yes.
And none of us got paid, right?
None of us. None of us. None of us.
I just had that realization.
But you know what?
Uh-huh.
I feel as though I learned a lot because I was brand new. I never thought to do social media in my whole life. And I mean, I couldn't get on camera. I couldn't talk on video. excuse me, I couldn't talk on video. I didn't know how to make, I didn't know how to use Canva. I didn't know nothing. So to me, that internship was everything because I would not be the person I am in my business if I didn't have that internship.
Wow. So in that case, it was okay for it to be
It
free.
was okay because I
Okay.
was gaining a lot. I gained a whole lot and I
Yeah.
didn't work that hard.
Hmm.
Well, you have to think about it in aspect of, I mean, I agree that you should get paid, but in most instances in corporate America, people usually do internships for some type of course credit for their
Hmm.
school.
Hmm.
So it kind of works hand in hand.
Hmm.
Now that we're transitioning into this entrepreneurship world, maybe an entrepreneur, maybe you going into a business, the business might not be making enough money, but maybe substantially enough that it can.
Hmm.
Or intern with a company that is well established that could. So
Hmm.
it's kind of hit or miss, but if you really think about it, most internships, when you went into them in corporate America, they did not pay. So yes, the kind of stickler of an internship, I get to utilize your labor, but at the same time, how you make your money is the things that you learn within that internship.
Hmm.
Now, if you go in there and you're pro- you're being mentored, not mentored, that's not right, but the person that's giving you good value of, this is how you run your business, this is how you do this is how you do that, and you come out and you execute those things and you start making clients, that's where your payment came in. But if you went in and you ain't getting nothing but grief, anxiety, headaches, wondering why that you have to talk to other people to get the sufficient that you need, then no, you ain't get paid, you ain't get nothing. You just
Hmm.
was executing. So
Hmm.
it's really kind of twofold.
Right.
But you can make the internship what you make it.
Yes, you make it what you make it,
Right.
because you can put your foot down and be like, "Hey, I'm doing this. What's next? What am I really going to gain from this?" And if
Yeah.
they ain't got no game plan for you, then you know you have to dip.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think that it depends on the situation. I think you have to evaluate, does it make sense for you to do it, to do it, and should you get some type of monetary compensation or not? It just really depends on the situation. Um, for instance, when I want to, when if I want to learn something and I know that it's something I can just kind of hit it and learn it real quick, I'll do it for free if it's something, within a certain time frame. If I'm working for
Hmm.
maybe 3 weeks and I get to learn something that's like something that's going to make me a lot of money, I
Hmm.
will definitely do it for free because it makes sense, right? So I think
Well,
it really.
I can tell you a little bit about my experience. And I didn't make a lot of money, but and I think I've mentioned it quite a few times. When I joined this industry, the virtual industry, I
Mhm.
came in. I have executive um administrative skills, but they were more in the corporate range. So you went in, you did Outlook. I really didn't experience with social media. Everything was at a touch of a button, and so you executed all what you executed for the designated company. Now, when I came into this, and there's G Suite, and there's Outlook, and there's you have to build a website, and there were so many other programs and Zapier and project management things that I hadn't used. I was kind of like, oh, whoa, I
Mhm.
was a little bit nervous. So anyway, and I've stated this before that when I decided to transition and when I had to come into this industry because I was like, okay, we don't have no job. I went out and I searched on Facebook. I mean, I searched on the internet and I found all these different Facebook groups. And then I started to research the groups. And then in the groups, then I became connected to people. So anyway, in you all's group, because I liked the vibe and everything that was going on within the group, I was like, okay, I think I'm. And when I went into the group, the first thing that I saw was um, an internship. So I was like,
Hmm.
great, because in coming from the entertainment world that I was in, when students would come in, I was the internship coordinator. And I would stress to them the importance of taking on an internship. It is 3 months, 6 months. You get to learn to see if you really like this thing, if this is the thing that you want. And if you don't like it, then you have time in your junior and in your sophomore and junior year to change or shift or try something different. Or maybe you like one thing about it that you don't like. It's like how some people come in and they come in and they want to do social media and copyright, and then as they do social media, they be like, "Oh no, I don't want to do this. No, I,
Mhm.
so that's the same thing you would have been. So anyway, so I a young lady was advertising that she had internship. So I was like, okay, well, let me go ahead and apply. And I applied, and then I came and I spoke with you all, and you all, just told me to be careful. Anyway, I told you all that the internship was going to be about 6 months, and that your radar went up then. But for me, it was okay because I was like, well, it'll give me the opportunity and the time to learn so that I can then venture out and become on my own. Well, in this internship, 6 months, the first 6 months, I'm going to tell you, I didn't see what I saw before I previously exited about a week ago. So the first 6 months, yes, it was just me. So that's the first thing. It was just me. We had a few meetings, but more or less a lot of the things I did self teach myself. But I did come into co-working and you all kind of guide me. But I did teach myself a lot of things. Well, anyway, maybe about before the month of that 6 months was about to end, the young lady asked me to stay on and help her locate more interns. So I was like, okay, well, and then in that, because of the work that I was doing, she gave me a client. So I was like, okay, well, I'll stay on. And yes, I'm not gonna lie to you, the client pay wasn't much, but it gave me the initiative to say, okay, I can do this, I can learn
Mhm.
this, let me do this, etc., etc.
Mhm.
So anyway, it was during the next 6 months, and in addition to the internship and the mentorship program that the young lady had, that's when things became more visible to me. And so when things became more visible to me, I learned that this individual, for me, now for me, I'm not saying that this is that this individual really wanted an agency, but utilized the interns as that she had an agency. So she was getting all okay. So if whatever she was getting she was paying us little pennies, she was keeping the she was getting the clients, but she really wasn't facilitating she was pushing the work on us, or not pushing, but having us to do the work while she lived the life. Now, I say all this to be honest with you. I'm not saying don't do an internship, because I know for me, if it's something I want to learn and I have the opportunity to learn it, I'm willing to learn it. It's okay. Because the other thing that I will get is and this is what I got out of that internship, about how to treat people, how to be honest with people. I should have been left this internship, but you know why I didn't leave? Because I encourage other individuals to come into it, and I didn't want to leave them behind. I'm not that type of person. I just don't leave high and dry. And then when I did decide to leave and execute things in the best of business practice, the person who was in charge told me to leave. Don't even do the 14 days. And so that was a little bit disheartening as well, because I gave you my earnest of attention, dedication, completion of the task. If you asked me to do something, I did it, etc., etc. So why would you treat me disheartened and I don't know what's the right word, disheartened and nasty, because I've expired my time. I When you leave a job, you don't have to tell them why you're leaving. You just tell them that you're submitting. Now you can, out of courtesy, I'm submitting my resignation in 14 days, etc., etc. But you don't have to go in and say, well, I'm leaving your company because I didn't like this. I didn't like, no, you just leave me. So I did the same thing with you. And that's the way that, so you just verified all the things that I was thinking. Because in that 6 months that I got, in the next set of 6 months that I've got to work, I noticed that the same person doesn't really have good business practices, doesn't really know how to do business, doesn't know how to, how would y'all say, use softwares and programs that you were supposed to be teaching me, and you couldn't even teach. I learned the things that I learned. And then the thing about it is you're not investing in your business. How could you not invest in your business? So I'm not telling you don't do an internship. That is not what I'm saying. But what I will tell you is have your eyes open.
Eyes open.
Be cautious about an internship.
Hmm.
If you see the red flags, then go.
Hmm.
I didn't, like I said, I didn't see any red flags the first 6 months. I truly
And
did
a lot
not.
of people take advantage of people who are nice. They see your spirit and they just want to be like, I'm gonna get them because I'm going to act like I'm nice too, and I'm going to play the role, and then I'm going to get you to come in with me, and you're going to do what you're supposed to do, and I'm not going to hold up my end of the bargain.
So, Janet, with you going through that experience, I think would be helpful for the viewers if we're able to share some red flags going into an internship.
Well, those were some of the red flags that the
Not
business,
investing.
the business practices, the lack of investment in your business, um, eventually the tone in the way you used to speak. Oh my gosh, it went from night to day. I mean, before you were talking, but the how would I say, the tone and the little bit of sly remark,
Mm.
because okay, so let me tell you something that I experienced. So in Dubsado, right? This is a platform that we use here, and when you send out a contract, you can sign the contract,
Mm-hmm.
but I didn't have, I only signed the contract if my clients requested it. If they
Mm-hmm.
requested to sign back. Once you've completed everything, because Dubsado is so automated, it's automatically assumed that, once they send it back to you and they send back the invoice with the payment, the client. So I didn't sign some of my clients. So we were having a conversation, and she went on to say, so I have to tell you to sign your contract?
Who are you talking
No,
to? Who are
you
you talking
don't
to?
have to tell me. I'm saying the system that I use with Dubsado, I didn't sign any of my contracts because my clients signed them. They submitted their invoice. If they ask me if to send back, sure, no problem. But once again, because of the system, but then you don't use a system like that. You use a different kind of system. So in your juncture, you do have to sign your contracts and send
Mm-hmm.
them back. But if
And
you were knowledgeable of the industry and knew the different things that was out there, then you would know, oh yeah, Dubsado, but you should sign your contract as a courtesy to your client. That would have been the appropriate response.
Mm-hmm.
Not
and
that you have to tell me to sign. No, you don't have to tell me to sign, because I know a contract is a legal binding agreement. But because of the shortcuts and the systems that you use, okay, you're in social media. Canva is a big part of social media for your client and for yourself. How can you use a free platform? Eventually you run out, black people to utilize.
Lord have mercy.
Since you specifically want to only use black people on your social media, but you can't pay the little $12 a month to use the open platform where you could get a various assorted of black people.
Yeah.
So those were the things that I started to see.
So, what is something that, like in the beginning, I know for me, now as a red flag after going through an internship, is that if someone tells me in the beginning that this is a non-paid internship, but will eventually be a paid intern, a paid thing. To me, that's kind of a red flag because I just no. So it doesn't make sense. You want me to start doing the work for free, and then in the end you're gonna pay me?
I don't think that's a
No,
red flag.
it is to me.
I've
It is
had
to me.
instances where I've started because I was going to take the internship anyway. Where I've started, and then once the company starts to make money, I start to get paid.
Okay, so you're talking about once the company starts to make money, or that's like a startup type thing. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
talking about. I'm talking about for a company, for a business owner to tell me that we're hey, we're let's start out. It's this unpaid start out, and then it's gonna eventually be paid. I'm doing the same work. Why is it eventually gonna be paid? It should be paid up front, or
Well,
that's
that didn't happen to me. I mean, like I said, I finished my 6 months. I did it well. I got a client, so I started having my own actual. Well, actually, I got two clients. I actually have, and then one of the clients I finished. Well, it was like a one-time project, but that finished. So, and I still had the client. So, I mean, I guess it kind of depends on where that particular individual is in their finances, why they might have to say, if they're a Fortune 500 company and they said we're gonna start now, you could. But if they're a small entrepreneur and maybe I don't know, maybe they just open their hair braiding shop, so maybe they
right.
might not have money to facilitate to pay you for the calls, But eventually, once they start getting a lot of hair braiding, then they can say, oh, well, now I can start paying you. Then that would kind of be on the judgment of you and the character of the person.
Right. The character means a lot.
The character means a lot. It means a lot. But for me, that's a red flag for me because there's nothing to say like the time frame of what if you don't make money? I mean, what if they don't make money the next 2 months? So you're just going to keep doing all this work. Social media is a lot of work, y'all. And if you're interested in being a social media manager, it's a lot of work.
There's a lot of
And
work.
just to do that for 2 months, 3 months without payment, it's
And
just
you just really have to really compare what you're desiring to do,
Yes.
what you're doing. And I was doing admin. Well, no, I was doing social media. So, and then I was new and I didn't know. So my lack of knowledge and, well, I don't want to say their vast knowledge, but my lack of knowledge, but their vast knowledge, it kind of, and I probably didn't ask the right questions. That was where the miscommunication or lack of communication came in. However, that same experience allowed me to become a Canva bomb. So
it did, but how long did it take you to become a Canva bomb? Not
Especially with all the workarounds.
no,
yeah,
you became. I remember when you started to create. I remember seeing what your social looked like. It
maybe
was fine.
3-4 months in.
I don't know if it was that long, sis. I don't
Okay,
know.
I mean, I said maybe 3-4 months in because I even asked the person, what was their color palette, because remember I wanted to get the colors right, and they were like, "Don't worry about that." What? But then when I'm looking at other things, so I went to y'all and I asked, and y'all taught me about eyedropper, and I started learning how to match the colors up. And I mean, a lot of the things when I was doing the intern, the first I taught myself everything, but it's okay because that teaching period has helped me to be where I am.
Right. Right. And that's what I said about my internship. I mean, I would not be where I am. Even though I don't do social media anymore, I still know how to do it. And I'm still good at it. I just don't want to do it. But I wouldn't be where I am today to say I can make that choice if I hadn't taken that internship to learn the ins and outs of being a social media person. Because I mean, I started as a copywriter, right, Toya? And then I moved into being the manager of all of it and having to organize everything. So I mean, I learned the ins and outs of social media management through an internship.
And so I remember. I know that you catch on pretty quick. Most of the but in general though, I just think when you want to go to learn a new task and you commission to do it, It don't take long.
Right. It should only be 3 months.
It
3 months at the
ain't no
most.
4, 5, 6 months to learn
Yeah,
how
it should
to
be
use
three
Trello,
months at the most.
to learn how to use
Because I mean, it
Asana.
takes 30 days for something to become a habit. So
Exactly.
3 months at the most.
So I think an internship for academia is different when you're doing it for like as a business owner. I think that's something that we like, even like sometimes our minds get crossed as it relates to employee versus business owner. It's the same thing. The educational process, the collegiate educational process, it's different than when do it yourself. I might take a course, it might take me 6 months, because you gotta let the teacher grade it and go through that process. But when you're doing it for yourself, you can work from the next 24 hours to learn that in and out. So I think that's something just to be said. These internships, it doesn't necessarily shouldn't always take that long. 6 months is a
Now
long
that I
time.
will agree with. I will
Yeah.
agree with that. 90 days, unless
Yeah,
you're
that's
doing
good.
something that is really extreme.
Intensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe a website.
Yeah, if you're learning copywriting, maybe. If you're learning how to do WordPress, maybe. But
Yeah.
anything else,
But everything else, admin, things like that, 90 days.
Yeah, that's a good point.
That I will totally agree with. And then in the same
but
way,
go ahead, Janet.
at the same time, be careful of internship and mentorships, because with this particular individual, it started out as an internship for the first 6 months, which was okay. Then the second 6 months, it became internship and mentorship. And so at the same time, that's when you kind of get a little bit closer to the person, because the mentorship is now when I'm starting to have additional meetings with you and I'm starting to see additional things about you. So those are the things that were the eye-opening things you can get in the internship.
Right.
So be mindful of that as well. Be mindful of internship as a standalone, mentorship as a stand. Make sure this person can adequately mentor you.
Right. Make
That
sure you're
part.
getting value.
Yes.
It shouldn't be that you're in something and you still have to go ask somebody else a question. All your questions should be freely answered before you even have to ask them, because you're learning from that person.
I think in my experience with internships, collegiate or running my own business, I feel like when you're a student or whatever, you're kind of like the peon, something like that. But here we're not. We are the superstars. You come in there to help them and to learn. And just always remember that if you're considering an internship, dear sister, dear brother, understand and know that you are the superstar. You're there to help, and you've come there to get what you need. If they're offering mentorship, whatever, it has to be legit. And I think one thing that you may do before deciding to take on an internship is to ask around, ask other people in your niche, what has been your experience with this person? Do you know other people who have done an internship with this person? And that might help you as well to make a decision before you get it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So let me just be all the way real quick. Those practices of having interns run your business for you is like predatory. Is that how you say
That's the word. That's the word. That's the word.
Like predatory lending when they used to do with
That's the word.
Yep. It is predatory. Yeah.
Like I'm sorry. Like I'm running the business and I'm getting clients and I'm getting paid $1,500 here, $5,000 here, $10K here, and you are just you're doing what are you doing? No, that's not okay, guys. No, that's not cool at all.
Well,
that's not even legal. That's not even legal to do that. It's not.
And that's how
that's like slave labor, child labor.
Yeah.
So just want y'all.
But it was the teacher. Oh, Latoya said if you're in an internship, you're not supposed to be self-teaching.
That is true. That's the whole point of the internship. I was going to learn it for myself. I wouldn't need you in my face.
That's right. That part. But yeah, that's definitely
that is true.
You have a senior person imparting it to you, because when you said mentorship, they're mentoring you, and they are providing mentorship and showing you the way to make sure you do it right, and giving you pointers and tips. So y'all know that about internship. It should work for everybody real good.
Like I said, it was truly a learning lesson for me. I don't negate one bit of it because it allowed me to learn the certain things that I did learn.
Yeah.
It allowed me to meet a lovely set of young ladies. And it also taught me how not to treat people. So
Mhm.
sometimes you have to go through things. And it also gave me the time that I needed to get ready. And because now I think I'm at a better juncture where I'm ready for clients and I'm ready for things. Maybe back then I still needed to tread that water because I really wasn't ready to get out there and swim. So I appreciate the experience for what was taught to me through that journey. But that individual,
Yeah. Cool, cool, cool. Thanks for sharing, Janet. I'm sure
Mhm.
that'll
no problem, no
help
problem.
somebody as they think about, because I think what it is, especially if you're new, you just say, "Oh, there's an opportunity." I mean, that's how I was, and I was like, "Okay, let me do that." And yeah, I did a
And
lot of
even
work.
in our, as you say that, even in our clubhouse group,
Uh-huh.
we talk about that quite a few because of quite in this virtual assistant industry,
Hmm.
quite a few people. Once you get out here and you get like that first person that be like, yes, let's do this, this, and this. Once you get that first person, you kind of get lost or confused. And you allow that first person, I don't want to say to use and abuse you, but they kind of take advantage of you because you're green and you don't know, or you didn't ask, or you didn't share. We're all still learning. So that kind of does happen, but I mean, it doesn't only happen to interns, it happens to when you first start. So you're right. That excitement of, oh, I got my first client or I got my first opportunity, and then from there. But it's okay because no matter if you're an entrepreneur or you already have a Fortune 5, we see every day people that have Fortune 500 companies that flop because they didn't do business correctly. But it's all about the process. It's all about the learning experience.
Mhm.
Yes, yes, yes.
And it's how you turn it, how you turn it into. Because I could be the person and been like, I'm never doing this again. But
Right.
you know, mm-mm, you can't
Mhm.
take my joy.
That's right. That's right. Well, thank you so much again for sharing that. That is super. I mean, that was helpful and just reminded me of some of my experiences. And like I said, just my final thing, I definitely will do something for. I don't do it for free now. I do it for a lower cost to learn something, but it is a short period of time because I know me. Because I've, like you said, you get some experience. I know it don't take me long to learn something that I'm interested in learning about. So I get in, I get it. I get, I take the lower cost, but I just don't do it for free. But yeah. So this is the end of Women's History Month, and so we do want to do our last Women History Month minute.
Go on, Dr. Nakia Dunwoody with it.
No, Dr. Nakia, I like that, Dr. Nakia.
Our final Women's History Month minute is on Harriet E. Wilson. Harriet E. Wilson was born March 15th, 1825, and is considered the first woman of African and American descent to become a novelist, as well as the first Black person of any gender to publish a novel on the North American continent. Her fictional autobiography, Sketches from the Life of a Free Black, in a two-story White House North, was published anonymously in 1859 in Boston, Massachusetts, and was not widely known. The novel was later discovered in 1982 by Henry Louis Gates. Much of what we have known, much of what we know, about the life of Harriet Wilson was derived from the book, which up until the early 1980s was considered the work of a white author. Um, Harriet Wilson's project was commissioned a statue in 2006. It is in Milford, New Hampshire, and she died June 28th, 1900. So she is considered a leading lady.
So they
Mm.
thought she was a white woman.
Yes, they did. I don't understand how they thought she was a white woman when it was autobiographical.
Huh.
But
I heard
I
that.
thought that was very interesting that she is the first person, not just woman, person on the North American continent.
Wow. Huh.
Wow.
Well, that's pretty cool. Thank you so much for sharing that. I hope you guys have enjoyed our Women History Minutes this month, and they were all curated by Dr. Nakia Don Whitaker Woody. Which you started,
Yeah.
Janet.
The kid can't get no doctorate.
Why you? Oh, mindset. If you wanted one, you did.
No, I don't want one.
Okay, there you go.
I am done with school and I owe enough money.
I hear you, but not done with learning because we love
I'm
to
never
learn.
done with learning, but I am done with school and I do not want no more loans.
I hear you. I hear you on that one. Fantastic. Listen, I want to know from our audience, what segments would you like us to start having on the show? I think it would be cool to start, doing some different segments.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely please share with us your thoughts. We love when you're here. We want to provide content and talk about and do things that you want to do. So if you want Jan to do her stand-up comedian routine every once a month, then let us know.
I have never done any comedy on it. Never mind. Melissa said, I've been fascinated by this whole conversation. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Melissa.
Listen,
That's
I
right,
know
Mama
what
Torch.
she's talking about. Yes, I am never too old to. You're never too old.
No, you're never too old. And I actually love learning. That's why I like working with coaches, because coaches always have something new in the pipe.
That's right. That's right. You're right, Mama Josh. That reminds me of business. Yeah, that reminds me that my auntie Linda, she's 63 and she's done fashion shows and all kind of stuff. All ever since I had known her. And just like in January, she decided to sell jewelry. She's created like hundreds of pieces in her living room. And I mean, it doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter if she didn't know how to do that. Her first piece of jewelry was ugly. The second one looked like it's about to fall apart.
Oh my God, Jesus Lord.
But it got better and better and better. So thank you for that reminder. Yes,
I'm so sorry, Auntie. She knew better.
You already know we keep it all the way real, and
we do.
It is what it is. So
yes, so please send us your show ideas if there's things that you want us to give you information about, so that you can do your business better.
Yes.
Maybe we need to. I'm gonna work on somebody for Mama George. Maybe some type of dietitian or exercise person.
Yes. And she's asked about sending emails. I think I need to learn how to send emails more. But Melissa might be able to help you with that for sure. Actually, all of us. Toya can help you.
Oh, look at that. It emphasized the need for VSL. We are all learning. All right, Melissa. All right. Bernae said, the insight on internship is good info. The biz info, quarter 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, the Women's History Minute is good. Okay, well, thank you.
Glad, but you're such a creative, Bernae. Bernae, when you gonna come on the show? You come in and paint or whatever. That would be awesome.
Yes, we could do a paint and sip while we have a conversation.
Oh, that would be great.
Bernae is an awesome art teacher, guys, and she is an artist extraordinaire. So we'll have to get on her schedule. We'll see when Bernae is available to come and do that with us live. That'd be super cool.
It would be super cool. I loved art in high school and college.
Now, if we do a paint trip, we might need to extend the show a little bit longer.
Okay, that'll be a special.
Because once you start sipping, we start doing other things.
The conversation's gonna get too spicy. We start.
Well, Janet, I don't know, because she might be talking about boyfriends again, and now one of us see the boyfriend. So
my husband is my boyfriend.
Ain't it?
I didn't mean it like that.
She didn't mean it like that. She meant if we needed a boyfriend.
Nikia, you don't know. It's Janet.
I know, but I understood what she said when she said it. I understood it.
Okay. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen out there, if you are a VA, please don't forget our VA World Conference is coming up. Yes, it's the weekend of my birthday. You don't have to be in person. It is virtual, but please join us. We have some phenomenal speakers that are going to come and provide insight on how to perfect your business and handle your business within the virtual assistant industry. So please make sure that you go out to vaworldconference.com and get your ticket. Early bird tickets are closing soon.
Yeah,
that is true. Next week's episode of Soulful, we will have one of our speakers as a spotlight.
Yay.
Hey.
Peggy will be next week.
Okay, nice. And can you tell us about this upcoming event, Nakia Down Whitaker Woody?
Oh, we have a spring break virtual shopping event coming up Saturday, April 10th, and we would love for you to come and shop with us. We have several registered vendors, so we're going to have a variety and myriad of things for you to purchase. So just register at, I don't know where we register at. It's on Eventbrite. It's on Eventbrite. I'm sorry. It's on Eventbrite.
So yeah, we'll add the Eventbrite to the comments, guys. It's free to shop, and we want to see you in the place. We're gonna
Yes, we want to see you in the place. Come shop with us.
So here's the thing about these virtual shops. I always meet new people that have cool stuff that I didn't even know that was available. I met a young lady last week who has like an organic fingernail polish. A young Black woman. She's in college, so she was studying for her test, but she's invented came up with a concoction that is non-toxic, vegan, and organic, and all that kind of stuff. And it's really pretty colors. So yeah, come to the pop-up shop so you can meet some wonderful Black women or women in general, and see the products and services.
Support a small business. A small business.
For sure. Speaking of supporting a small business, we like to make sure that we are always highlighting us. And so I do believe Janet was highlighted last week. Oh no, it was Nakia Down Whitaker Woody.
It was me.
So today is Janet again.
Why are we not highlighting your business?
Why not? Well, let's highlight our business. How about that?
We can do that, but let's talk about KSS Solutions real quick, Janet.
Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Janet, like you already know, and I am the owner of KSS Solutions. Yes, we provide the lovely service of customer service, email management, event planning, Facebook, personal liaison, podcast coordinator, that is now transitioning into podcast manager, scheduling, and social media. We are truly here to be the resolution to your entrepreneurial demands. Please feel free to contact us at 404-403-0969, or if you like, email info@ksssolutions.net. I promise to make it worth your while.
Fantastic. And this is going to be the last time y'all fuss me out in public on this show. How about that?
Well, I mean, sometimes mama had to beat you at the front gate not to do what you was doing down there on the block. So,
dang. Did everybody come in before the street lights came on? Yes.
But and see, that's what would happen. The street lights would go off, and you would be still out there, Toya, with your bandana on. So that's why you had to get a whooping. And next week, we're going to tell you about the lovely services of Go Black Ink. They are phenomenal in live stream events and shows. They will tell you all about themselves next week, Tuesday. Trust me.
Will do. Well, thank you all so much for joining us. We really appreciate you. As stated before, please share the broadcast. If you're watching later on, please put in #replay. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel, Saltiful. Please subscribe. We do have some giveaways coming up, and I think people who have subscribed will be privy to those giveaways. So please go and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Anything else, ladies?
Have a great resurrection week.
Yes.
It is the most powerful week ever. Last night I watched The Passion of the Christ for the first time. Oh my God.
You took me back. I went when they first came in theaters, and I mean, everybody came out just crying. It was just such a hush. Woo. Yeah. Even if you're not a Christian, whatever, just that whole story. Like, whoa. Yeah. So ditto that. Happy Resurrection Weekend, y'all. God bless, and we will see you next Tuesday.
Bye-bye.